Very good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Pradeep and I am the Sergeant of today's meeting. And I welcome you all for this 8th meeting of Meeting Toastmaster Club. Before we begin, I just want to set up 3 ground rules for this meeting that we are going to follow for the entire meeting. Rule number 1, please switch off your phone or put in the silent mode. I will give you 10 seconds of your time. And rule number 3, as a Toastmaster, we should not talk about sex, religion and politics. Please try to avoid that. And rule number 3, please do not cross talk. I hope that you understand the rules. Now everybody have that vision in their life. So does our Toastmaster Club also. The purpose of Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive environment for learning where members can empower their development, empower to develop their communication and leadership skills. And so please encourage and pay attention to motivate all the speakers with your smile and applauses. Now it's time to introduce our PO, the Presiding Officer, who is actually from Kalakurchi. His background is sports and yoga. His hobbies is traveling and listening music and reading books. And his favorite quote is that every year once you travel a place you have never met. You have never met when let's welcome Mr. Toastmaster Azhagirisamy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pradeep, for setting the stage. Greetings to Toastmasters and guests. I would like to welcome dignitaries, International Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi P, also President of our Weekly Club. I welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. I welcome Senior Toastmaster Venkatesan and other Senior Toastmasters and guests. With the sound of gavel, I declare meeting 852 open. We have a guest joined with us. Can you please come and give the microphone? Yeah. Okay.
So good afternoon everyone. I am Manivel. So I think it's been 4th time I am participating here as a guest. So I'm just observing what is happening in our club so that I could understand, and I'm planning to get into this. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm looking forward. Thank you.
We have other guests also. Your name is Ramachandran. Can you please come and give some?
I am Ramachandran. Last week I came for the milestone of 80-50 days celebration. So I want to join with us. So then only I come to hear what is happening. Then only I came here. Thank you so much.
I wanted to share a small story. The aeroplane was about to land. It suddenly faced due to extreme winds. The pilot calmly announced to everyone, please fasten your seats and remain so calm. And he tried to land. The wind got worse ahead, forcing him to take off ahead. Passengers were screaming, they were started crying, many were praying also. Meanwhile, one little girl sitting and eating ice cream happily. She didn't worry at all. The pilot again tried to land, but he couldn't. He tried several times and successfully he landed the plane with his talent. Everyone started asking to that little girl, "We have never met braver person like you. Tell me, how you so remained calm while all of us adults were so afraid?" She said that, "I knew that plane would land safely because pilot is my father. He is taking me home." Similarly, in Toastmasters, we also face sometimes turbulence, like a role play missing, technical issue, unexpected changes. But we have faith in our team, in our leaders, in our process. Let's sit back with confidence. Let's enjoy the journey. Remember, no matter how stormy things get, our pilot is Toastmasters spirit itself guiding us home toward confidence, growth, and leadership. Toastmasters is century-old organization that provides platform for developing communication and leadership skills. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the Day, who is Toastmaster since 2010 and proud medallion, our International Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi P.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Toastmaster Azhagirisamy, for giving us that motivational story and reminding us that we have to keep faith in something and keep our fullest faith and belief in something so that it will take us, it will anchor us and take us to our destination. Good afternoon, guests and my dear members. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Welcome to yet another informative educational meeting of Medley Toastmasters Club. Like our presiding officer just mentioned, Toastmasters is an organization that was founded in the year 1924, and here in Tamil Nadu we have more than 150 clubs spread across Chennai and the different cities like Coimbatore, Trichy, Dinakaran, all the way to the tip of Tamil Nadu, which is Nagarkoil. Medley Toastmasters Club is a community club that meets on every Saturday at 2:55 p.m. In today's meeting, we will discuss about a theme which I'm sure all of us discuss over coffee with our colleagues. We sometimes ponder upon sitting all by ourselves. Sometimes we get very frustrated. We watch videos on YouTube wondering if we get some ideas to achieve that particular theme. Well, I'm talking about balance in life. Balance, the art of success. Now in today's fast-paced world, we all think success is about doing more achievements, more appreciations, more projects, more accomplishments. And so every time that we look at our mobile, we have notifications. Our time is something that's being pulled from every corner. Our family wants our time, our work front wants our time. We want some of our own time, a me time. And at the end of the day, we are also part of forums like this, where again they want us to spend time and attend Toastmasters meeting and also spend time preparing for the same, right? Now, how many of you think that achieving balance in life is something that is practically possible? Lovely to see a raise of hands from some of our members. I'm so happy that we have people amongst us whom we can indulge in conversations after the meeting to ask a few questions and learn some of your secrets. While some of us who haven't raised our hands, we are the normal human beings. We are trying to either go with the flow of life. Sometimes we want to achieve that balance, but whatever it is, we are taking one day at a time. So I was just telling about achieving balance in life, and I was wondering, looking at certain leaders across the world, as to how they were able to be so successful, how they were able to put out themselves as an example which the other people can look at and learn from them. And one leader that comes to my mind is the past executive director and the CEO of PepsiCo, Indra Nooyi. And her famous quote, she says, "You cannot have it all at once." And she talks about how sometimes we'll have to make priorities, we'll have to make sacrifices in order to balance certain things. And she says it is not about having to do everything with perfection, having to achieve success in every single task that we take upon, but having a conscious priority setting and trying to achieve that process of getting things done rather than just setting out to be perfect all the time. With that context in mind, let's move into our meeting. Today's meeting will have 3 segments: the prepared speeches, where our members will prepare speeches based on their projects and come and deliver speeches which will be evaluated by our very own members. Moving on, we have the review of the Toastmasters September monthly magazine. Then of course we have an interesting table topic session followed by the evaluation section. To take us through the evaluation section, I have a general evaluator who says prioritizing self is the first thing to achieving balance in life, and if you're able to prioritize self, balance takes care of it automatically. Wow! And that wow lady is our general evaluator for today. Let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Praveena.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How do you feel your energy level is after a meeting in Toastmasters and after a meeting that happens outside, or any gathering that happens outside? Do you feel any difference in the energy level generally? Yes. And what do you think the reason would be?
General positivity.
General positivity.
No animosity.
No animosity. We as human beings, we are tuned for success, we are tuned for progress. But not all of us are perfect, and all of us want constructive criticism or constructive feedback in order for all of us to grow. But sadly, it really doesn't happen much in the outside world. In fact, it is quite destructive to the point that many of us want to find a place like Toastmasters to bring back the confidence that we have lost over a period of time so that we can all grow. And that is where general evaluation or general evaluators' role or the various evaluators' role comes into place, because we all help one another to grow, because none of us are perfect, but we try our level best to reach that perfection. And for this, we have 2 teams. One is the qualitative team and the other one is the quantitative team. Now, we will introduce the quantitative team, because this is the team that is going to help all the speakers standing on stage to slowly improve and guide us, nudge us to make us better speakers. So, what exactly are those roles? I would like to call each and every one of the tag role players, which means it's the acronym for Timer, R-Counter and Grammarian, so that they come here and explain their roles. So the first person, the timer, he's all of 18 years, a young, enthusiastic blood, and that is what we all need, because they really make a lot of difference. We might curse them, we might say they just don't know anything, but let's face it, youngsters definitely add a lot of energy to this place. And you know what this Toastmaster skill is? Time management, and that is why he is our timer. So presenting Toastmaster Anish, who is going to spell out the rules as a timer.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Timer for today. As timer, I will note down every every amount of time like you spoke. For table topics, the limit will be 1 minute and 2 minutes and 3 minutes. At 1 minute, you will be qualified for the table topic. And for 1 minute 30 seconds, you will reach the midway. And for 2 minutes, you should start with the conclusion. And for prepared speeches, it will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, you will be qualified. And for 6 minutes, you will reach the midway. And for 7 minutes, I will show the 7 minutes you start with the conclusion. And for evaluators, it will be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, you will be qualified. And for 2 minutes 30 seconds, you will reach the midway. And 3 minutes, you will start the conclusion. At every qualified, I will be showing the green card. And midway, I will be showing the yellow card. And at the conclusion, I will start with the red card. Any speaker who spoke below the green card will be disqualified. Thank you.
So what a contrast of role players that we have today. So if the first role player was energetic and enthusiastic, the second role player is definitely much more energetic and enthusiastic, plus there is an add-on which is experience. And that experience is what brings about the maturity and wisdom which really can make a lot of difference to the way that they perceive and the way we also respect them. He is the first president under whom we received the golden gavel, and probably the one person who has had the maximum attendance in Toastmasters till now. So he is none other than our accountant, DTM Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you very much, G. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I see some unfamiliar faces. I'm so happy. I'm also happy that this is after about 7 or 8 years I'm doing this role in Bentley. So please give me a word. You know what is a burr? B-U-R. A burr is an inconvenient piece of metal that gets attached to beautiful items of metal, like a flower vase, or you know the wrist of watch wrist watch, the strand, things like that. It's a nuisance. Same way, there are sounds and some words that are an equally nuisance and takes the fun away from the finish of our speeches. They are called words of words, sounds. These are the accountant's job to count and identify and give us a feedback at the end. Typically words like all those are actually, when you are uncertain, it happens. So what's the solution? Pause. Don't speak. Smile. Also, words that we repeat. Some of them are habitual. But then all this I hope to catch and give us a feedback in the most polite way. That's my task. Over to you.
She is the ultimate example of today's topic, balance, because she is balancing her job as a mom to a toddler, then as a career woman, and of course as a homemaker at home, because she is a HR professional who has worked across various sectors. A busy bee, Toastmaster Krithika, who will be the grammarian.
Hello everyone. As you have seen in your family or in your friend circle, there is always someone who always tries to correct your language usage. Now, I'll be taking up this role for this meeting, where I'll be picking up the role of the grammarian, where it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language as well as to any outstanding words, sayings, thoughts, and it is my duty to introduce the word of the day, which is adroit. Now the meaning of the word adroit is clever and skillful. Example of this word can be in a sentence is, an adroit leader will be able to persuade people to go with his ideas. Another example of the word adroit is, she became adroit at dealing with difficult questions. I would encourage all of you to use a word of the day, and I shall give the report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now over to the TMoD for the rest of the session.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Praveena. Alright, let's dive into the first section of today's meeting, which is the prepared speeches section. Today we have lined 2 prepared speakers for our delight, for our intellectual delight. Let's first welcome, before I welcome the first speaker, may I request the evaluator, Toastmaster Hema, who is a sports physiotherapist, and she says planning whatever she wants to do on a daily basis is something that is helping her to juggle both family, professional front and all other interests and helping her to achieve balance. Toastmaster Hema, may I invite you to read out the project objectives.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. My target speaker, Toastmaster Raja, is pathway dynamic leadership and it is level 1. And project name is Writing a Speech with Purpose, and title is Bateman Begins. Time of please note down, it is 5 to 7 minutes. And the purpose of this project is to learn and review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Thank you. All the best, Toastmaster Raja.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hema. The speaker who's just going to come on stage says that if we start doing things that we love, and probably if we start loving things that we do, balance automatically comes into life. Now I really don't know how that works. Let's hear it from our speaker, Toastmaster Raja. Bateman begins. Toastmaster Raja, Bateman begins.
I am going to tell you all one secret. I have never failed in my life. Never. Biggest secret, there is no such thing as failure. Unless you declare it so. Either you win or you learn. I have a lot of such learning moments in my life. And I am going to talk about one such moment today. Good evening, Toastmasters. It has always been my dream to start my own venture. Fresh out of school, along with my like-minded friends, we decided to start our own venture. At the same time, we figured out a shop for rental in a potential location. That shop was at the start of the street. At the end of the street, there was a school with more than 5,000 students. In between that shop and the school, there was no any other shop. We felt it was a huge opportunity. We went and spoke to those school kids to understand what they really wanted. Their feedback was unanimous. They all wanted an affordable and quick eating. Customer need was clearly identified. I gave an idea of starting a bakery to my friends. They all liked it. The idea is to start a bakery, make it as a success, and replicate the same success across all major schools of Chennai. A proper MBA business plan. We pooled all our resources and we started our first venture. We proudly named it as Happy Bakers because we genuinely wanted to bring happiness to our customers. The big day came. Our first customer walked in. She glanced at the menu. She ordered for a puff. She liked it. Immediately word of mouth spread. Slowly customers started walking in. Puffs, rolls, donuts and brownies. These were our best sellers. One day, our chef messed up a batch of brownie. It turned chewy. I told him not to keep it in the display. Instead, we gave it to the kids who used to come to our shop regularly. To our surprise, these kids loved it. In fact, one kid named it as Chewy. Yes, chewable form of brownie. Bigger surprise, these kids came back next day and asked for chili. We were in a real problem because we didn't know how to recreate the same mistake again. After a lot of iterations, we figured out that secret formula of converting a proper brownie into chili. Later, chili became one of our hot sellers. Our bakery became favorite hangout spot for these kids. Local residents became our regular customers and also our cheerleaders. Business picked up well. We had to put sold out board by 6 p.m. every day. Happy Bakers was literally spreading happiness to each and every stakeholder. It was like a dream run. I was flying. In fact, we started discussing about expanding our business also. Then came the twist. We came to know the wall of a bungalow just opposite the school was torn down. They were opening a military. It was shocking. Biggest shock, it was owned by one of our loyal customers who used to cheer for us, with whom we used to share a lot of things transparently. Our venture unknowingly became proof of concept for it. Competition started. Crowd got split. Profit sank. We didn't give up. We improvised our process. We added new items in the menu. Though we tried hard, the reality hit us hard. We ran out of resources after a few months. Our venture story turned out like a typical Tamil movie. Amazing first half and an unbearable second half. Finally, we decided to shut down our venture because genius always lies in deciding when to stop. This journey has taught me 3 valuable lessons. 1. In a retail business, location is always ultimate. In this case, our competitor's outlet was very close to the customer location. 2. Always prepare for buffer resources, like an ant in a rainy season. If we had more resources, we could have figured out a way to survive at least. 3. Always look out for competition. They might come from anywhere. It's not only about those learnings, it's also about our teamwork, our unfinished dream, and also our resilient friendship. At least, I don't have any regret now. We tried. In my way, trying is always greater than winning. Yet, this journey is not over. I always keep reminding myself of my favorite lines from Batman Begins. Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up. Yet, this is not over. One day, we will come back again. We will start our venture along with our same friends. We will relive our memories together. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Wow, what I wouldn't say motivating, but what a really inspiring message you left with us, Toastmaster Raja. Try, and irrespective of how many times you fail, gather yourself and try, because they say if we don't try, we wouldn't know what is in store, what is within us, and what is the hidden potential that we have within this. As part of MEDI Toastmasters, we wish you all the very success and all the very best, and hope to see you succeeding in every single venture of yours. Moving on, let me invite the second evaluator who will be evaluating a speech from the Motivation Strategies pathway. Now, this Toastmaster compares achieving balance in life to that of riding a bicycle. And especially when you're on the road and you're about to take a turn in a corner, he says, imagine yourself sitting on a cycle, and when you approach that corner, you align your body and the cycle to the curvature of the road, which is like, being flexible so that you're able to take that turn and continue your journey. And he says having that flexible mindset is all about achieving balance in life. Let me invite Toastmaster Venkatesan to read out the project objectives.
Toastmaster Harini is going to deliver pathway motivation strategy level 2 on the project name, understanding your communication style. Timer, please note the duration time is 5 to 7 minutes, and the title of the speech is, Can I please finish my story? I remind you, Toastmasters, the title of the speech is, Can I please finish my story? All the best.
Thank you, Evaluator Toastmaster Venkatesan. So the next speaker on stage says it's important to identify what are the aspects of life that matters to us, and she says that her secret of achieving balance in life is to allocate time for all those aspects that matter to her. Let's invite Toastmaster Harini, our second speaker of the day. Can I please finish my story, Toastmaster Harini? Toastmaster Harini, can I please finish my speech?
How many of us have watched love scenes as we grow up in movies? Yes, all of us. We all enjoy watching love scenes. So let's see. A boy proposing to a girl, that's a love scene. If it is directed by D. Rajendra, it's going to be with 2 pages of dialogue, with a lot of emotions filtered, and maybe if possible, he's going to take a quick dance sequence and come back with so much emotions how he had to grow up, make his little sister grow up as part of his love proposal. If you see the same love proposal scene in a Maniratna movie, it's going to be like this. Shall we get married? Yes. Sure? Paka. Yes, go ahead. And then he takes back you to beautiful A.R. music. And the same love scene directed by K. Bharati Raja, it's going to be just a ringing of temple bell, ding dong, and then flowers flowing, and the love is done. Precisely. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends. I'm going to discuss about different communication styles. The same scene, same concept, but how it is being differently communicated is what we could see in this example what I said. All of us have extended family. I think most of us are, how many of you are married here? Okay. Almost like above 80%. We all might have gone through a phase of Cold War with the extended family. And there used to be a time they invite us for a family function. And I was also invited the same way, and I had a Cold War with my extended family. And after I attended the family function, I came back home. My dad and my mom were very curious. They were like dying to know what happened. They speak to me, what happened. And so I started saying, yesterday I slept late, my kids were not cooperating. I had to wake up in the morning. I did not get a cab. And then I wore that yellow saree. You remember last function, the same pattu saree I wore it. And then as I reached the function, it was almost delayed. And then my mom really lost patience. She rolled her eyes. Harini, can you tell me what happened? Did they speak to you? What was the incident? I want to know that. This is me. This initiating communication style is me. I would like to tell stories. Stories are not just a simple thing for me. It's like building a world. I don't come from A to B. I get into A1, A2, maybe have a filter coffee, and then go to B. This personal style, how it has affected my work. My CEO, who is a direct communicator, is like a Maniratna movie. Just simple, one word. He'll ask, what is the outcome? For me, context is very important. I need to tell. I have to tell 10 employee feedback on different dimensions. How was their job satisfaction, work-life balance? So to me, the intent is very clear. I need to go and then communicate the entire feeling so there is an outcome that is coming up and we are going to act on the employee feedback. So my CEO, as I start, and I have one of my reportee who is also a Gen Z workforce. So she is very smart. She is again a direct communicator. 5 feedback, just in 10 minutes she will finish. I will be praying to all gods and then go, and this meeting should come without any controversy will be my thought process whenever I enter the review meeting, because as I start building stories and context, and my CEO will start looking the watch and then disinterested, and then finally I conclude. To me, direct communication and keeping it precise has become a very big problem. But one thing which I am very proud of is I am a very supportive communicator, and all my astrology says I have to survive with my mouth. So my mouth is my foundation. I used to wonder how is my mouth both good and bad. So I have a profession with my mouth, and at the same time I'm having a little bit of problem with the same style of speaking. But as a supportive communicator, I am very empathetic. Whenever I talk, I am an unpaid therapist. Even last week I posted a status video saying how an unpaid therapist, they also need some help. Because even in personal life and in professional life, there are people who reach out to me and then I give a very empathetic listening to them, and then I say like I completely understand, and then I give my supportive talk with them. That is me, and I am very proud of being a supportive communicator. And coming to diplomatic communication, for me everything is black and white. I do not know what is grey. For the past 1 year I have been getting in my performance appraiser, and yesterday, this is not a fictional hookup that I am telling it for the sake of today's Toastmaster meeting. I had my performance appraisal. We have quarterly meetings, and my boss only spoke for half an hour to tell me how I need to declutter my thought process and put everything in a very simple, quick and then precise way. Same way, he also tells me how I have to navigate things in a grey area. So life is not about black and white. This is a huge learning for me. There are things in grey area which is unclear, which is ambiguous, and still we should be able to handle. So an employee is coming and directly asking me, are you going to downsize? I cannot say yes, I cannot say no. But whereas I have to navigate, life is about navigating and escaping is what I have learned in the past 1 year of my corporate life. So if you ask me today what is my communication style, and I want to quote one more before concluding my speech, the diplomat Jayashri, when he was asked, what is your take on India-Russia-Ukraine problem, he said, Europe always thinks that whenever it's Europe's problem, it's world's problem, and when the world is having a problem, it's not Europe's problem, and Europe should grow out of that mind. That particular phrase speaks volume, it's powerful and it's crisp. So in my communication style journey, to me, I am an initiator in my nature, and I am a supportive communicator by heart, and I am working on my direct communication part, and diplomatic is still a work in progress. Thank you all for patient listening. Thank you.
Toastmaster Hari, that was a beautiful practical speech. I think all of us in life are in this discovery mode. When to handle which communication style will get us success. And I'm very, very happy that you are quite aware of the various communication styles that you're able to progress and the areas where you have to put in some more work. Kudos to you. Alright, before we move on to the next segment, we've been talking about balance. For some of us, balance could be spending time with our family. For some of us, balance could be spending time pursuing our passion. For probably someone else, it could be achieving goals that they set for themselves, and for somebody else, it could be saying no to things that don't matter to them. While we go into the next section, I would like you to take a moment to ponder upon what does balance look like to you. What does balance look like to you? Keep your thought in mind. We'll probably discuss about it in the next section. Our next section is going to be a review of the monthly Toastmasters magazine. So we'll be having a review of the September month issue. And to do that, we have a Toastmaster who thinks that being grounded and humble is what is helping him to strive for growth, and which is eventually helping him to achieve balance in life. Let us welcome Toastmaster Rohith to present his review of the Toastmasters magazine, the September issue. It's 15 minutes.
Very good afternoon. Nice to see all your smiling faces. So today I'll be taking you through the Toastmasters magazine September edition. Has anybody gone through it? No, most of very few people go through it. Anybody else go through who have gone through the Toastmasters magazine September edition? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. For the benefit of members, you can log into your Toastmasters portal and you'll be able to download it in the PDF format. For the benefit of guests, you can go into www.toastmasters.org. You may not be able to download the magazine, but you'll be able to go through the magazine. So, to begin with, who thinks that Toastmasters is a club? Do you think it's a Toastmasters just a club, a public speaking club? Do you think so? Yes, no? Or who thinks that it is an educational organization as well? Yes? So, I mean, you can look at it as it is an educational organization where you pursue, where you improve your public speaking and your leadership skills and your networking and all that. But and also for the benefit of to convey easily, you might call it a Toastmasters club, but actually it is also an education organization, maybe institution, but an organization. So once you open the September edition, in the first page, you get to see our Toastmaster, International Toastmasters president, that is Aleta Project. Am I right? That's how you pronounce it? Yeah, Project. So she is the president, and when you go into the page, you can see a nice pic with her pet dogs and all that. So you can see that she's involved in a lot of organizations, not only Toastmasters, but also a lot of the social clubs also, and communities as well. And come down to your third, you can see, okay, then come on to your page 3. When you say page 3, most of you all go through the newspapers. What is in the page 3?
Local news.
Your celebrities, gossip. Yes. Like, okay. In Toastmasters magazine, it is not gossip. You get to see the who's who of Toastmasters. You have the office bearers, and then you have the board of directors. Have you all seen? There's a very familiar name in there. This is board of directors. Yes. Yes. Right. Okay. Complete. Okay. It's none other than DTM Suganthi P. So if you haven't seen it, her name is right there in page 3. So when you say page 3, it is not page 3, the page 3 in Toastmasters magazine. So then you have, so this is the board of directors and the office bearers for 2025-26 and the board of directors also. So this board of directors and the office bearers keep changing, and the editorial board also keep changing every year. So as of now, you'll have the entire list of the office bearers there. Then moving on to the next, you have the snapshots. Snapshots is where clubs have had a unique way of conducting their club meetings. So they have taken a photo, they take a group photo of the club, of all the members, and then post. So that's one way of getting your photo or photograph on the Toastmasters magazine. For example, I think there is in the September edition, we have had the club in Sri Lanka who went on a hiking, and they had a club meeting on top of a hill. Like we have had it in a park, we have had it in the beach. So I think probably next time when we have it on the beach or in a unique place, apart from enclosed room like this, we can have a photo taken, and then we can get it published in the Toastmasters. Then we have Toastmasters, traveling Toastmasters. So we have Toastmasters traveling to all unique places, historical places, and taking a photograph, and that's one way of getting a photo into the magazine. Doesn't mean, you cannot go into a nightclub or something and then take a pic and send it. I don't think that might work, but you have to go. You should be doing something unique. So I saw somebody there where they were doing a skydiving. While skydiving, they have taken a magazine, photograph and putting it into the magazine. So I'm not sure if it is here, but it is in one of the past magazines. So like this, if you're cruising, you engage in some adventurous activities, you take a photo taken along with the Toastmasters magazine. That's one way of getting your photo or photo published in the next subsequent magazine, Toastmasters magazine. And there's a club in Dubai, so it is called the Manivel Club. So they are involved in designing, their programs are designed to help members with disabilities like autism and Down syndrome, and people, and also people who bring in more inclusivity into the programs and the way they conduct their meetings and sessions, Toastmasters sessions. Then they also have clubs where they conduct programs via art. So they bring in people. I'm not sure which. Yeah, there's one Toastmasters club. They bring in members through art. So they bring in people who are involved in diverse fields of art and art and music and mainly art and music. In that way, they bring in people together, and the programs are designed around these members. Apart from that, you have your regular pathways, like you have your contests, all this, what you see here, all that is there in page 5, 6. One thing that topic I need to actually highlight and emphasize is what DTM Evaluator Rohith has mentioned is weaving your stories into your speeches. So it is quite elaborate. I won't be talking too much because if I speak too much about it, then you wouldn't be going through the magazine. So please go through the magazine, and there is a real good, lot of information around this subject about how you can get your stories, stories based on your personal incidents, your anecdotes, and about your historical past and your personal past. So you bring in how you devise your stories and then bring them into your speeches. So there is a lot of that. I'll give you a little bit of split into all this. So one of the world champion of public speaking, that is Darren Lacroix. So I think he was a world champion of public speaking in 2001. He had a very inspirational speech on his personal past. So the way he spoke delivered his speech, it was so touching, and he could really connect it with the audience, and that's where he has a big column in the article which says, if you're a good storyteller, if a right story said at the right time, with the right message, it can transform it not only transforms your speech, but also the audience. So there are quite a few things. So it's about mastering your storytelling skills, and then you have how you deliver your message in via storytelling, and how to imbibe or include your such how to share a powerful message through storytelling. For example, I think a couple of years back we had a Toastmaster, Harini. She was great at storytelling, and she was involved in storytelling with kids. I think she has written quite a few books also that is mainly for the kids. So we could understand seeing her speeches. Most of the speeches were around storytelling. So that's the way she used to share a message to the audience. Now then there is why stories work in a speech. So that's a way of passing inspirational and informative, relatable, memorable, and very impactful message to the audience. So it is not about how you connect certain messages, how it touches people's heart, and it is more of emotional vibe. So all this, these are kind of small tips what Aleta has shared in this particular section. Then you have tips for telling very powerful stories. That's about to build a very to tell a very powerful speech based on by storytelling. Instead, you need to build a story bank. It's story bank. Building a story bank. It is a skill you need to develop that everybody can develop, and you can see stories everywhere around you. Be it in your work, in your personal life, or if you go to a supermarket, go anywhere. You just have to pay attention. You need to be attentive. You keep your eyes and ears open. You can see stories everywhere. And then you have quick storytelling techniques. So, yeah. So all this you can maybe go through. As I said, if I explain everything, then you will be opening the mindset. And to conclude, there is one topic that says mindful practices for improved speaking. I never knew that there's also something to do with meditation as well. Never knew that Toastmasters magazine would cover a topic on meditation. Actually, there is this World Champion of Public Speaking in 1999 as Great Valentine. Is that before delivering a speech, he spent a lot of time in meditation and visualization. So once he started spending so much time, a lot of time on meditation, he spent the preparation time, he could cut short the preparation time in preparing his speech. And his way of delivering also got a lot more effective, and he could deliver his speeches far more better when he started meditating. So this is something to do with science of meditation, where you manage your anxiety and your tempers and your concentration. So of course concentration level is required, but never knew that, I wasn't aware that Toastmaster magazine would cover a topic, anything to do with meditation. Of course, meditation does help you and improve the way you prepare your speeches or your daily work activities, but this is towards the end of the Toastmasters magazine, to somewhere in page number 24, 25. So I would say that everybody pay more attention to page number 13, 14, 15, and 24, 25. So of course it takes a lot of time, but to get a lot more insight, a lot more, absorb that knowledge about public speaking, about storytelling in your speeches, and then your science of meditation, cover these 5 to 6 pages. It wouldn't take more than, it would take about 15 to 20 minutes, max 30 minutes. Just devote those 30 minutes, I think it would make a lot of difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohith, for presenting snippets from the Toastmasters magazine and for reminding us that the Toastmasters magazine is definitely a treasure box that gives us a lot of ideas on how we could have stories in both our business world as well as in our Toastmasters meeting to make our message more memorable. Alright, let me tell you something. To achieve balance in life, these suggestions or tips came my way today from an 18-year-old. Staying mindful, taking breaks, making time for things that helps to keep oneself grounded and peaceful. If I had this much of maturity when I was 18 years old, I would be doing something else in life and I would be somewhere else. Well, this is from our timer, Toastmaster Anish. Please help us understand if both our prepared speakers are qualified for voting. Alright? Members of the audience, please take a moment to vote for the best speaker. The 2 speakers were Toastmaster Raja, who delivered Bateman Begins, and Toastmaster Harini. Can I please finish my story? While you're voting and also holding on to the thought of what balance looks like, To achieve balance in our Toastmasters meeting from the serious section, we move on to a more fun-oriented, impromptu section which is known as the table topics section. To lead us through this session of table topics, we have a veteran Toastmaster who says that when it comes to achieving balance in life, we'll have to listen to some of the signals that come both from our mind as well as from our body. And how to listen, the signals will tell us what to do, when to do and how to do. And if we are able to listen to those signals, achieving balance in life will become a little more simpler thing to do. Let's welcome Toastmaster Dinakaran, our table topics master for today.
Thank you, TMoD, for the introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Are you all having good time so far? Enjoying the session?
Yes.
Okay, now we will have another exciting session, the TT session. For the guests, this is actually an impromptu session where you will come and deliver a speech for 1 to 2 minutes. You will be given with the topic. You have 30 seconds to think and give the speech. You will have the grace time of 30 seconds to get qualified for the best activity for the speaker. Okay, so can we get started? Okay, so we'll start with this our TMoD's question. What does balance in life mean to you? We'll go with Toastmaster Priya. Yeah. What does balance in life mean to you? Balance in life mean to you? Toastmaster Priya.
I must share this incident which happened while coming to this venue. I take an auto, and as soon as I enter the auto, the timing moves from 8 minutes to 5 minutes, 5 minutes to 8 minutes. I kept wondering, will I be reaching the venue on time? Then the automan comes, and as soon as the meter starts, his the music system also starts working. And James Bond, I didn't have any hope like this child who believed in his father that the flight will be landing there. Because this fellow was going at this speed, he dared to compete with the tow truck. And I really had my throat thumping, my heart thumping on throat. Finally, we reached the destination. Now through this, what I would like to tell my friends here is the few things I learned, and this is what I see I can do while balancing and have success in my life. First one is, sometimes many things are like not in our hands. There are many surprises coming, just have patience and hope that things will fall in its place. When this auto fellow came and started riding, I had to adjust to that speed of his because I had to go to a destination. I also tried to adapt myself by, in between I kept telling him that it's better we slow down. This is quite dangerous, at what speed you are going. So I always make sure that I express my opinion whenever I am at any point of time, in whichever place I am good. I always feel that my voice has to be heard, and it's up to them if they take it or not. And then at last, when I reached the venue, I asked him, do you have a license? And he was actually looking at me in this way. He was a young boy. And what I'm trying to say here is, we have to be accountable for whatever we do. So we need to see if we are doing the right track, because we cannot blame others. This world is like a gymnasium. We need people to give us better exercise and make us tougher person. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Priya, for giving the real impromptu speech and also giving a different perspective about balance, like bringing in accountability and also when to be heard and when to hear. So thanks for that. Next topic is that, again on the same lines, if you want to take one resolution in life to bring in balance, what it be? It would be, right? So Toastmaster Andrew Raja. You want to take one resolution in life to bring in balance, what it would be? Why?
Yes, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good afternoon.
Having a balanced work life is very difficult, whether we are working in a corporate employment, or they are just a homemaker or doing any business, the time management is the key where we have to schedule the time. I spend 10 minutes every day before going to sleep to plan the next day activity, and I put it in the to-do list. But I always fail to set expectation with my family. So my daughter is doing internship in one of the example is my daughter is doing internship in my office. She is into fourth year BA Computer Science, and my work times are predominantly the London times. So I go to office in the afternoon after 12 and come back to home after 9 or 10. I always miss to set expectation with my daughter because she is also coming along with me. She has to stay until I finish my work. So that is one thing. We plan so many things. We take a lot of initiatives to make the proper balance between life and business and family. But setting proper expectation with the relevant people is a key thing, which I feel one of the important things.
Thank you, Toastmasters. It's a good message. Like we're talking about balance, we also need to look at how to set the expectations and also how to meet the expectations. It's a good message. Now, the one thing you feel grateful for in life, the one thing that you feel grateful for in life, guest Ramachandran. Okay, the topic, something you feel grateful in life.
Happy. We feel happy.
If I feel happy, yeah, no, basically, you are happy for something happened in life, which made you happy in life. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Good evening. The topic, in case I speak very well in front of you confidently with any side, I think lot of people were talking very much. I like very, very much. That kind of incident happened to me, I will feel very happy. That's all I
coming here and giving a speech and making an attempt. Thanks, guest Ramachandran. What do you believe in? Balancing act or aspiring for big and achieving more? What do you believe in? Balancing act in life or aspiring for big and achieving more? Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar. What do you believe in? Balancing act or aspiring for more and achieving more?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. So, I would just recommend dream big and achieve big. So, when we started from childhood, we may think or we may get inspired from a lot of stories, child stories, or maybe from anime characters. We have been keep on believing that we have superpowers. See, but definitely we never had any superpower. Sometimes we felt that Shaktiman will save us because we have been inspired the childhood by going by all the superheroes. What I recommend is like, see, when you have a dream or a vision, you will try to focus on it. So your instinct says that you can be achievable. So when you try to think or achieve or dream about more and more, you will try to achieve it. If you don't have any dream or you don't have any target or goals or any vision, you don't know where your life travels about. So what my recommendation is, when you have a dream or a vision, try to get a plan or get a vision or set a roadmap how you can achieve towards it. So this is what I recommend it, and my vision is also the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pradeep. When we talk about the balance, and also we should have some target and try to achieve that. Thank you. Perfect. Now, what is your beloved childhood memory? Yes, Manivel. Your childhood memory.
little bit away from today's work because I want to talk about my childhood best memory. So my childhood best memory, I can say, is a balance between both school life and farm life. So basically, I am from a farming background. So from day to evening, I have to be in the school as like this. So I am my best memory is getting to the school, which is somewhere around some 10 kilometers away from my home. So I used to go along with my friends through a bicycle ride. So obviously, this is one of my best memory. We speak about a lot of things. Of course, what will happen if I didn't finish the homework on time, or whether the maths teacher will question us if I didn't do a homework or something. So that is one part of the best memory from school perspective. In other perspective, when I came back from school to home, I used to go walk in the farm where I be having a lot of cows or buffaloes, and I used to be what you could say, I used to get along with that and doing the farm activities and all. And of course, that is one of my best childhood memory which I am missing right now. So my childhood best memories are juggling between the school memories with friends and as well as with farm. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, Toastmaster Vijayarajan. Topic is suspense for you. The one thing you feel regret in life. The one thing you feel regret in life.
Thank you, table topic master. Frankly speaking, I don't regret anything in life. Everything happens for a reason. But still, if at all you ask me whether I have any regret, I would say this one. As a child, I was brought up by my mother as a very responsible kid, financially very responsible. So what I didn't do is, I did not do any self-investment on me. Till I complete my college, I did not spend even a single rupee on me. Even for selecting the college, I will choose a college which does not incur much expenses to my mother. So I always, I never go to any, in fact, I wanted to go for spoken English class, Vijayarajan spoken English class by that time. They asked me, I gave a question paper and I filled it, and they asked me to start from the beginning, that is from elementary stages. When I was in college, how it can be, I can start from elementary grammar. I said, and I think they are charging for the sake of fees, collecting the fees, they are asking me, I came out. Today, whenever I come to the stage, the biggest problem I have is I have a lot of concepts, but the problem is grammar. The problem is language. You may not know it, but I know it. The problem is I know it, and there is a problem in free delivery of communicating things. Something is, there is a problem. Something is not making to flow in a free flow. When I see many people, speaking in English naturally, in a grammatical way, I used to envy it there. So I always have a regret that I should have invested little bit on communication, especially particularly on grammar and English. I should have shaped it out so that I could have been a very good communicator by this time right now. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijayarajan. I don't think you need a regret for actually you are very fluent, and then your grammar is good, and then you are natural communicator. You look like natural communicator, so nothing to worry, nothing to regret for. Now I would request Toastmaster Pramodh and Toastmaster Jayashri. Both? Yeah. You just need to speak one person to support the topic, one person to against the topic.
Okay.
So balancing is the way to go in life. We can support, we can speak against.
Against balance.
Either can start. So who are you?
So I had my one-on-one with my manager last week. He asked me how is the work-life balance. I told him it's good. I work for 9 to 9. And he's like, what after that? I still think about that work for next 9 to 9. And then he said, like, that's what is your work-life balance? And I think that's how it is looking like in our company. right? And we really need to step up to see what we have to do to control, because I work in a US company and we need to really manage two sets of team. One is in the Indian and the other one is in the US. But what is a trend that which we are seeing is Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday we see people actively working. But then it's Thursday and Friday we don't see people attending calls in the evening. So there is a dip in the attendance of meetings, which is mainly because they were not able to concentrate on both the shifts, and it's high time that we take into this as an action in terms of work-life balance. It might not just only happen for in terms of work or what we do in personal life, but it could even take Toastmasters to a matter of fact. Right? I know there are a lot of Toastmasters who attend a lot of meetings, a lot of conferences, but sometimes they get exhausted, do a lot of rules. But it's okay to take a break and then balance both your communication leadership track. So in everything that we do in our life, we need a balance, be it work or life or in Toastmasters. That's all.
There is a Chinese proverb, man who chases two rabbits catches neither. I believe that balance is impractical. Sometimes we have to play by our strengths. We know some of us are married to our work, and I know who you are. And that's because work makes you happy. It's okay, give it your all. Why do we work? We work so that we can make our families happy. So if you work, your family is going to be happy. Or it's okay, not all of us need to work. We can spend our time at home as homemakers, because homemakers are equally important as corporate employees. So sometimes we need to choose, do I need to take care of this field or that field? And we need to shine ultimately, because what matters is happiness. The concept of balance is like choosing between your left lung or your right lung. No, sometimes it is the cancer that kills one lung. It's okay, the other lung keeps going on. Of course, this doesn't happen in biology, but in life, sometimes we have to choose one sphere. We have to choose between family or work. It's fine. We don't need to try to balance both of them and end up doing injustice to both of them. This is my opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Pramodh, and thank you, Dr. Both of us is like convinced in both the sides, like we are convinced by both of you, so we don't know where to go or how to go. Okay. What is the most defining moment in your life so far? What is the most defining moment in your life so far? Toastmaster Narendra.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dinakaran. And regarding my most defining moment in my life so far, I would say that I'm yet to have one. Hopefully, the defining moment or the best moment is yet to come. And that's because one of the goals that I have in my life is to start my own software company. And you could be wondering why I consider that goal as to be the most defining moment. Because in my opinion, people have this general opinion that you work to make money and to make your ends meet. But you can also work because you are doing something that represents you, and you're doing something that helps you express yourself better. To me, writing code and building something, or coming up with an idea and building something, pushing it to the real world and seeing people use my idea is kind of my way of expressing who I am. And becoming an entrepreneur or becoming an entrepreneur who runs a software company is, I think, the closest thing that will help me to live that dream day in and day out. So for me, the day when I achieve that goal and the day when I'm able to live that dream every single day is the day when I would consider, or that is the moment that I would consider as the most defining moment in my life. And I'm working towards it, and I'm trying to build myself with each and every day. So every day is a new opportunity for me to improve myself, to make myself more worthy of that goal. And that's actually one of the reasons why I came to Toastmasters, to help myself to in advancing and achieving that goal. So hopefully my best moment, my defining moment is yet to come, and hopefully I will realize it and I will get there.
Thank you, Rohith, for sharing your dream. Any life lesson that you have learned in the hard way? Any life lesson that you have learned in the hard way? Okay, Swathi.
Good evening.
talk about your favorite childhood memory. Okay.
Sure. Thank you for being kind. Yeah, so I grew up in a small town in Kerala, and I lived with my grandparents. I had my cousins all around, and I don't remember having my parents all the time looking at me, watching me if I had done my homework or if I was ready to school for the next day and whatnot. So it used to be a different kind of life where you were free, you were almost on your own because the whole family was busy with something else and all the children would be together. And I remember this instinct when, I mean even now, I would always be up late to the school, and because there were so many rooms in the house, my mom would wake me up and she'd bring me down to get me, brush my teeth, have my milk, breakfast and all that, and get me ready to school. And I would keep wandering around in different rooms. I'd find some place in one of the corner of the houses so I could, catch 5 more minutes of sleep. And she'd come rushing in and bouncing at me saying, "Is the Swathi, now what's the time? Why aren't you up?" And then she'd get me to the next room, and on it would go. It would at least take half an hour for my mom to get me right from my bed to, to the breakfast. And one day what happened is, there'd be something like, in the olden days, you would have a sump to actually collect metro water. And then I was sitting on one of the sides and brushing my teeth, and like goldfish, I just slept into the water tank, and you could actually find bubbles over me, and when I hit the bottom, I just woke up. And yeah, that I would say would be one of the best memories that I have in childhood.
Which activity make you feel to lose track of time? Which activity to make you feel like you lose track of time? Guess Chandran.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. This is going to be kind of like a parallel to a very favorite memory, childhood memory of mine as well. Because I grew up, like playing a lot of handheld video games, and as a child, I thank my dad for getting me into this, and he should blame himself for doing this to me. Yeah, so the first time I ever played was I was 5 years old. My dad he brought this video game home, and I'd say to some degree he must have been more enthusiastic and excited about the video game than I was at the time. But eventually it kind of spilled over, and because I didn't really know what was going on, what the game was even about. But then I saw that he was happy in the moment, and that's how he got me into this habit. I saw it and I started to play it. And growing up, there was also a community around where I lived, where a lot of these children used to play the same kind of video games. So we kind of spend the entire day just sitting about in a circle, coming up with crazy strategies and whatnot. It wasn't a strategy game, but we'd still have a lot of fun. I'm going to do this. What do you think? What do you suggest is a better way of approaching this, as if we were dealing with some kind of business problem? But yeah, it was a Pokemon game. I remember touching up on it last time I was here as well. Coincidentally, I have been able to speak about it again. So yeah, thank you.
Time, do you still have time?
Get things done rather than being perfect. Do you agree or not, and why? Toastmasters Amitabh.
Get things done
Rather than being perfect. Do you agree or don't agree, and why?
Yeah, get things done rather than being perfect. This is the better strategy, because when you chase after perfectionism, you never know where it ends. And you can end up thinking about it all the time, so much so that you lose track of all the other things that you need to do. And perfection is sometimes, lots of things, it's an unattainable goal. Maybe when it comes to work, it's very good to be very detail oriented and try to be perfect, but perfection can take a lot of time and you can miss your time deadline. And another thing is, when you're trying to be perfect, you kind of can't work in a team. You end up focusing on it completely by yourself. You cannot delegate, you cannot explain the work to other people because you're never happy with the way they are doing it. So perfectionism is something that if you chase, you will end up being very unhappy and unsatisfied. Rather than that, it's a nice thing to bring about balance, again, which is today's theme, between getting something done, having reasonable goals for, and having some criteria as to what makes this acceptable. There are certain things where, of course, perfectionism is very, very important. For example, I don't know, space travel, when they are calculating and things like that, you have to be perfect. For the majority of us, when we are doing day-to-day tasks, if you are hung up on perfectionism, you will end up getting nothing accomplished. So that's my take. Thank you.
To go back to this topic, life lesson that we have learned in a hard way. Anybody volunteer to comment to speak about it? Any life lesson that we have learned in the hard way?
So, good afternoon everyone, I'm Shahul. Since my childhood I've always dreamed about speaking in front of everyone, and I have done so in the past. And yeah, I'm someone who is very jovial, who is very vocal when it comes to a small crowd which I'm very familiar of. But when it comes to larger crowd which I'm not very familiar, which I'm not very used to, I get nervous. So I think that I should have practiced this earlier. And when the Dinakaran sir was actually calling out names, I was afraid of my name being called. So I learned it the hard way that I should have practiced this very earlier. And I think this opportunity was really wonderful, and thank you Toastmasters for that.
Thank you so much. So with this, we will come to the end of the session. I hope you all enjoyed, and now head it over to TMoD.
Let's put our hands together for our May I now invite our Toastmaster, the timer for today, Toastmaster Anish, to please let us know if all our table topics speakers have qualified. Please do read out the names of the speakers who are qualified so that our members and guests can vote for the best table topic speaker of the day.
Qualified speakers are Toastmasters Bailur, Andrew Raja, Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, Toastmaster Jayashri, Toastmaster Pramodh, Toastmaster Narendra M, guest Swathi, guest Chandran, Toastmaster Amirtha, and guest Manivel.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anish. For the benefit of our guests, our Vice President Membership Toastmaster Jayashri is passing around the ballot sheet. Please do take time to vote for the best, write down the names of the best prepared speaker and the best table topic speaker, and we'll have some more voting in the due course of the meeting. And for our members, please go to the virtual link to vote for the best speaker as well as the best table topic speaker. Since we've been discussing about balance, the art of success, we've heard the thoughts from our prepared speakers, from our evaluators, and we also touched upon the topic in depth. Thanks to our table topics master, we got to hear a lot of food for thought from our guests and members during the table topics section. Now, I would like to leave you with 3 more points to ponder upon the art of achieving balance. The first thing is, if we are visualizing balance as the destination or the end state, then definitely we are adding a lot of pressure on us to achieve and accomplish that balance. Rather, if you are able to accept that it is a work in progress state, like how we cycle, and when we around that corner, we align our body and the cycle to take that turn, and as we go in that journey, we do course correction, we start accepting and probably letting go of some of the things that don't matter to us, and we take that in our stride. That is the art of achieving balance. The next thing is, balance of course is all about knowing priorities. In today's world where life gets glorified because of so much, people are very busy, people are hustling, people are having so much on their plate and they are willing to also showcase all their success. It is all about thinking about what aspects of our life really matters to us and setting up those as our priorities and investing our time and energy into those aspects, helping us to achieve balance. The third thing of course is accepting that balance looks different to each of us. To somebody, spending time with their family means accomplishing balance, whereas to somebody, achieving their goals in a well-planned manner could be accomplishing balance. If we are to compare each of us with the other and mimic their lifestyle and try to accomplish that in our life, then we might not be able to achieve and accomplish balance. So accepting that balance looks different to each of us is another key to accomplishing balance. With that said, let me invite our General Evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Praveena, to take us through the evaluation section. Toastmaster Praveena.
So initially I had mentioned that evaluation is about qualitative and quantitative control, and we saw what quantitative control is and how they help the speakers to stay in the course, and thereby when the session is there going on in the course that is required as per the agenda. So now we are going for the qualitative section, wherein we saw two very good speeches. So we have some evaluators over here who will tell how good this speech was and how it can be improved upon. Initially I had discussed we always are looking for people to tell us how to improve ourselves, but in a very positive manner. So this is going to be a classic example of how we can give opinions, evaluations, criticism constructively. So the first evaluator, she is a bubbly, cheerful and effervescent personality. She is the perfect example for the word transformation. From being an extremely timid, reclusive person who used to really think twice about coming onto the stage, now she just goes around grabbing all roles possible and does it with so much of confidence. A sports physio, like TMoD had mentioned, she assesses, evaluates our bodily injuries and tries to give a recourse. In the same way today as an evaluator, let's see how she's going to evaluate and provide suggestions for the speaker so that they take it to the next level. Toastmaster Hema. She is going to evaluate the speaker, Toastmaster Raja.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest again. My target speaker, Toastmaster Raja. Very well crafted speech, Raja. The way you delivered was very good. The speech was very well organized. Right from the idea it just sparked, like you're having a bakery and with the like-minded people you all have connected and started your business, and how it went. It just successfully went in the first half, and second half how you failed with your client who has become a competitor. It was chronologically designed very well. The way you have engaged the audience was extremely good. The eye contacts were very good. Okay, and the gesture was good actually. And here and there you're talking, just filling the humors, like especially when you talk about the chuli, when you talk about the brownie or chuli, all the kids which came out of mistake, and you are really just, you don't know the recipe how to make it again. That was really wonderful because I was laughing. I heard others also laughing at that. And a transition from one phrase to other phrase. was really good. Okay, and you're very comfortable on stage, and the speech was just flawless. Few recommendations here, Raja. When you talked about the happy baking, you should have shown the happiness on the face, which was lacking. Okay, and you were a bit in a hurry to finish off. You started and tried to finish off as though somebody has asked you to just answer the question. And I felt that. Okay, but the speech was excellent. But someday, like we're missing out certain things. You should have been a little slow, and you should have used the stage properly. The transition was missing. Okay, and you were reiterating the three phases, the three important lessons, what you have learned from the baking thing. You should have emphasized, just given a pause in between, so that we would have also, that might be our takeaway from your experience, because you're talking about a beautiful thing, so we would have taken away. So that was missing. And the conclusion was excellent. You talked about the sports. In the code, what happened when you fell down, why are you falling down together? You talked about that. You should have given a stronger conclusion, which was very good, but you should have been even more stronger. That's what I felt. So to summarize that, very well crafted, the speech review was very good, and commendation was like the hand gestures are very good, and your humorous skills here and there were excellent. And recommendation is you have used the stage properly, and conclusion should have been little more stronger, and you should have emphasized on three takeaways, three things. That's all. Over to you, Chandran.
The next evaluator again is another one of the very senior Toastmasters. And he is also one of the person who, from the time I joined Medley, I think I have seen him in almost all the sessions. So his presence, previously I used to see him only present, but now he is an active participant. So both presence and a participatory Toastmaster is what creates a lot of magic in any club. He works as a domain expert in a leading intellectual property right firm at Chennai, an ambitious and focused person with a never give up attitude. This is Toastmaster Venkatesan, who will be evaluating speaker Toastmaster Harini.
May I request all the Toastmasters and the rest to give a big round of applause to my speaker Harini. Harini is an abroad speaker, contesting as a MC. She played a role as an MC and as well as a Toastmaster. The purpose of this project is to learn about different communication styles and identify your style, primary style. As an evaluator, your speech is humorous, persuasive, and informative. As an evaluator, I find that love stories, how to craft love stories with the directors. But what I thought is a lot of 2K kids also here. You should add the Pradeep. Then the country will be there with the 2K kids also. These directors are famous in 1980s. The humor is opening. Then I thought some question mark, you are going to talk about some stories, but there is a change, a transition is there about your family. That I find it's a persuasive speaking is there. You never explained about your dad and mom, about the incident happened in that function. Rather than we're talking about the Bailur saree and other thing, I adore that quality also. The third one is, you're talking about the direct speech, communication as a HR, because I had an experience. Yesterday I was getting a PEM report for the quarterly, that they are saying, the HR person was saying that first of all, you do not expect any increment because of this PEM. It's a direct communication. It's very well connected as an evaluator. I hope all the software people also, it is very well connected. And a supportive communication, you are explaining to your CEO about the Zenzi, the 2K kids, that is also good. I find two things, most important is the opening and the ending. The ending part with the famous tagline, it's in social media about Jayashri replied about Europe's problem is a world's problem, but the world's problem is not Europe's problem. I would like to give only one solution. The pace of the delivery between the three stories, like the opening, the family incident, and the office, CEO, Zinzi, it should be small pause will be there. It is very easy. If it is a small pause is there, it is connecting. All the best. I'm looking forward for the next one.
Thank you, evaluators. Timer. Can you please give the timing of both the evaluators to see if they are qualified? Okay, thank you so much. So if the voting link is open, you can vote for the best evaluator. Now we'll move on to the tag role players report. So first I would like to call Toastmaster Anish to come and give the timing report of all the speakers who came onto the stage and performed to see if we have been on course.
Toastmaster Raja spoke for 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Toastmaster Harini spoke for 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Toastmaster Rohith 14 minutes and 5 seconds. Toastmaster Bailur 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Toastmaster Andrew Raja for 1 minute 38 seconds. Guest Ramachandran for 36 seconds. Toastmaster Pradeep Kumar spoke for 1 minute 3 seconds. Guest Manivel spoke for 1 minute 28 seconds. Toastmaster Vijayarajan spoke for 1 minute 59 seconds. Toastmaster Jayashri spoke for 1 minute 17 seconds. Toastmaster Pramodh spoke for 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Narendra M spoke for 1 minute 48 seconds. Guest Swathi spoke for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Toastmaster Hema spoke for 2 minutes 59 seconds. Toastmaster Venkatesan for 2 minutes 38 seconds.
This is what I like about youngsters. When I called him, he was clueless. He didn't know what he had to say. So Pramodh was helping him out. And then he came here and he just spoke like as if he's been doing it week after week. I would have definitely froze over here had it been me. So for the next role player, let's see how well we have practiced whatever we had to tell here or not. So this particular person is going to bring out that and make us understand if we need to do something more or if we have really done enough to give a decent performance here. Toastmaster Thomas, the accountant.
Thank you, G. Doing this after a long time, I've learned to do it differently, instinctively. So if there are some excesses, pardon me. First of all, the clean chit goes to Sergeant at Arms Pradeep, Toastmaster Azhagirisamy, today's Presiding Officer, TMoD, G. That's the one. Evaluator 1, Hema, Speaker 1, Raja, Evaluator 2, Venkat. Sorry, there's some skips. The duet between Jayashri and Pradeep, both of you did clean. That's basically it. And now my observations. I found that and are the most favorite slots. Overtaking by a few points, so to say. There were no well, no but, no like. Well done in that. Repeats, more than words, I found parts of sentences getting repeated. And I have a theory which I will share with you. Before that, quickly, the Grammarian had a couple of but only in the first sentence. Solution for you, practice that first sentence fully. Thereafter you are fine, you're on autopilot. Just the starting draft, right? This is my suggestion for you. Then Speaker 2, Harini, you did well. When you told that story about that, narrated that part, somewhere a repeat came of a part of a sentence. Then Toastmaster Rohith had a few ers and one so. Then Naren, impeccable as usual, but I found you saying and 4 times. When you say and, either it can be an affectation, US affectation, or it's uncertain. I don't know what to say next. Otherwise, perfect. Just one observation. It's not exactly an error because you didn't say you, but I'm pronouncing it as you. It sounded like that. Guess Swathi. So you start. Fine, nothing. I'm not faulting you. Feel comfortable. And I credit you for one thing. Able to. You paused and you went along with that. My suggestion is this, since timer is unkind to me, let me say that often, if you know what to say, it's a straight walk. If you don't know what to say, we start walking, we meander, I don't mind. We meander and then we discuss in our head, what should I say? So we are carrying multiple, eggs, as it were, and many of them break. So my suggestion is, one thought. If you start somewhere and you think it's not the best, say that, finish it, then improve that in your next installment of that sentence. Second, go for simple sentences. It's a compound that you get compounded into and you don't know which way to move. So these are my suggestions, and I think that completes what I wanted to say. Thank you very much. Sorry for exceeding time, but I had to do justice. Thank you.
So this is the lady who is adroit when it comes to balancing everything. I really don't know if any of us use this word at all. I thought I'd make her happy at least towards the end by using it because I completely forgot. Then I thought, oh my god, I got to call her and none of us use. So maybe I am there now. So over to Toastmaster Krithika.
Yes, I was about to say that no one has used the word of the day, but thank you for making my day that you had used this word. So I would like to share, I would like to thank all the speakers for your excellent use of language. Just a couple of lines which I had liked and which I would like to share was Toastmaster Raja had spoke some nice quotes like an ant in the rainy season, and it's not about earnings, it's about teamwork. And why do we fall? So that we are able to pick ourselves up. And Toastmaster Harini, she had even her line as an unpaid therapist, and life is not about black or white. And just a few words for improvement would be, instead of love scenes, maybe you can mention of romantic scenes instead of a love scene. And distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi had also mentioned that all of us in life are in discovery mode. And Toastmaster Rohith had mentioned that Toastmasters is an educational organization for which I rightly agree. But however, I would also like to mention that he has mentioned about doing skydiving. I would mention just use the word skydiving. And there was also a very interesting line that he spoke about weaving your stories into speeches. And coming to the table topics speakers, Toastmaster Priya had mentioned that I would like to express my opinion at any point of time. I had liked that line. And Toastmaster Pradeep had mentioned dream big, achieve big. And just a word of improvement for Toastmaster Chandran. It mentioned feel regret. You can just mention regret in life. And that's it. Thank you.
So with that, we come to the end of the report qualitative and the quantitative team. So now it's time for the General Evaluator, which is yours truly, to give the report of the entire session that took place. So first of all, we started on time, like always, and we are still on time. In fact, we still have a few more minutes in our kitty, which we can use as a reserve, and might even finish before that. And make a good example of it as always, or most of the time. Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Azhagirisamy, I really appreciate you. You are fairly new, but in spite of it, you have taken up this daunting task of being the Presiding Officer and also giving us a wonderful, motivational, positive, emotional story. Thank you so much for that. TMoD, when it was DTM Suganthi, I was so excited to be the General Evaluator. Being close and being with her at every aspect of whatever she was telling, and because many times when I'm just as a spectator as an audience, I can just doze off a bit or I might just go off somewhere. But today, having taken a role, it was my privilege to be there every moment and to see what she was giving out to all of us in terms of tips, an example of Indra Nui on the topic balance, then a question to the audience to contemplate on what we have to do in order to balance our life, and most importantly, she would summarize after every speaker or role player's delivery, which helps to reiterate whatever people had said. Because sometimes when we suddenly get into one zone and we forget what the person said, but then she would come and when she gives a recap, a summary, it really helps for us to think back and get whatever we lost. So thank you so much, DTM Suganthi, a wonderful topic and so wonderfully delivered and within the right time as well. Toastmaster Dinakaran, as a TT master, you had too many topics to give, but you did it very nicely, and it is not easy to pick up and choose so many topics for the audience. I think you had some 15 topics to give away. Yeah. So, and there was a variety with one-to-one debate, thought-provoking topics. I just have one suggestion in such for all table topic masters. I think it would be nice if we can just stay away from the main theme so that there is more variety, because after a point in time it seems a bit repetitive. And that is also maybe one problem which speakers will also find in order to give their best delivery. So if we can refrain from holding on or latching on to the topic of the day, because already enough has been said about it. Evaluator Toastmaster Hema, you did a commendable job. Just keep improving, just keep practicing. If there is one thing that I would like to tell the evaluators is, let's not go back again and dig in to the speech content, because we already have heard the speech, we know what the content is. It's important that we only evaluate it, not again go into the depth of it. So that is one thing which we all have to keep in mind. So thank you Toastmaster Krithika for that wonderful word. And it would be nice if you can give recommendation in terms of how better we can do when it comes to applying grammar as we speak. So it is nice to highlight the good points, but it is even more important that we highlight places where we can improve the way we speak and if we have made any small mistakes. So that is also the work of a grammarian. Toastmaster Abraham, it was a very, Thomas Abraham sir, it was a very, DTM, sorry again. DTM Thomas, thank you so much for the detailed report on the hard counter. Never knew that it could be taken to that level, so it was definitely an eye-opener, because otherwise we would just come and say, this person said this, this person said so many arms, but you actually went into the depth saying why you said like this and how you could have avoided, maybe you could have said something else. So that was definitely thought-provoking. One suggestion to the VPE, probably you can update the agenda, because we knew few days in advance that the third speaker had exited, but the agenda was still the same and many people were surprised that there were only 2 speeches. if that can be done. I know you were very busy this time because of the contest, but if we can just keep that in mind, or you can delegate it to somebody else so that we have better balance. Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you so much. Over to the TMoD.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. You were really an adroit listener, if I can add a smile on your face, in making a keen observation that none of us made note of the word of the day and took it into perception to make use of the word of the day during our time on the stage. Alright, now this brings us to the surprise session. The surprise session, but before we move on to the surprise element, may I request the audience to take a moment to cast your vote for the best evaluator, the best timer, the tab team. It could be one of them, timer, accounter, or the grammarian, and the best role player of today's meeting. Now let's move on to the surprise session, and this Toastmaster is again very generous in giving us some tips on how to accomplish balance in life. He says no and set your priorities. Say no to unwanted meetings to save time. And last but not the least, he says planning your day at the start of your day, and most importantly, starting your day early gives you that brilliance of accomplishing the balance in juggling your day-to-day activities. Let's welcome Toastmaster Pradeep.
Did I really set all these things? Actually, she has created a very better way. I just told that start your day early so that you can control the time, otherwise time will control you. I've said only these things, but the way she has explained, I was inspired. Did I set this? Second thing is about the surprise session. I was totally surprised the day before yesterday when Pramodh has called me. Actually, he texted me and told that, would you want to do this activity? I was no clue about this, what I have to do. Then I told, yes, I was in another meeting, I was in client meeting, so I said, okay, whatever I will do, because I want to stand on the stage on daily basis. I mean, whenever I come to this meeting, I want to stand here to avoid my own fears. So I said, okay. Then I realized that I don't know what to do. So then I call again, I ask Pramodh what I have to do. You just observe and you give kind of questions also. So I decided to listen first, what other things have happened, and I decided to give a kind of ask questions which will make you happy, and also understand that today who are not asleep and those who are active, first thing. And after sitting here, I understand that asking question itself is so difficult. I was trying to find out what should I ask. Everybody just knows what is going on. But let me. But I recall my last competition. What has happened? I participated in humorous speech contest, but I didn't participate in evaluation because I was not know how to evaluate the people. So I take this as a challenge and observe almost every speech. And all the people came here to stand and try to share their knowledge. So let me share just few questions, not rocket science. Nothing is so too hard. I will not ask how many hairs are in my head. Don't laugh. I have hairs, small hairs we have, but there is no hard questions. Let me start with a few basics. Does the person who attend this, listen this entire meeting will have advantage to win the, yes, I forgot, chocolates. I have brought few chocolates, and I can, last time when I saw that mostly dairy milks are coming, so people like me will like 5-star, we have Kit Kat, yeah, of course those who like dairy milks, we have dairy milks also. The person who will give more answer will have a big dairy milks. I have that separately also. Shall we go with the questions and answers?
Those who spoke should not answer to the questions. Yeah.
That is what I am trying to say. Before going for the asking the questions, I will ask the question those who have given a speech related to them. So the person who have answered, given the speech, the person will not be able to answer this.
Even the evaluators also.
Yeah.
Both.
The person, for example, if I've given a speech, I will ask on my speech, so I am not allowed to give the answer. I hope you are clear, everybody. Yeah? Yeah, first starting with DTM Suganthi ma'am has given one company CEO name. Right.
Company name, not the name CEO name. Company name you want.
I'm sorry again.
He wants company name, not CEO name.
Now company CEO name. No, I mentioned company CEO name. I'm sorry once again, but you have chocolate because you have answered first. Please raise your hand first, then answer the questions. The person who have raised the answer first will get the answer. So what is your preference, ma'am? Because she already answered the name. Yes. Yeah. So today we have two wonderful speech given by TM Raja and TM Harini. But I just want to ask, TM Raja has given his speech. What level and what is the pathway? Yes.
Since I'm the evaluator,
No.
asking you.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's dynamic leadership, but level 1, project 2.
Correct, ma'am. The answer is correct. Which chocolate you prefer?
Kit Kat.
Oh, you can share it. That's convenient. Very good. Very good.
Yes. There's a generic question. I want little difficult. Probably it is difficult for me, but probably those who are more closer to the Toastmasters may know the answer. Toastmasters operates more than how many countries? 90 countries, 120 countries, or 145 plus countries?
145.
Answer, raise your hand.
Question is now invalid because people already blurted out the answer.
Fine, okay. So come to the Rahul who was talking about magazine, right? Please raise your hand, then answer it. Please do not read the answer. If you want to download the magazine, what is the website name? Timer has raised his hand first. You forgot the answer? Wait, I think Narendra, I'm sorry, Narendra has raised the first hand. Yes.
Toastmasters international website.
Sorry?
Toastmasters international website.
Send me the
link.
Right, give the web address.
That is
Web address.
Toastmasters.
Yes, correct. Sir, which chocolate do you want, sir? Okay. And again from the magazine, Mr. Rahul have mentioned, please raise your hand, then answer it. There is one club in Dubai. What's the name of the club? Yes.
Mavericks.
Sorry?
Mavericks.
Mavi Club.
Mavi. Okay.
Yes.
Does it count? Does my answer count?
Yes, yes. That's why I'm asking which chocolate you prefer.
Okay.
Please round of applause the person who are answering. That's more engaged. Do that. Again, I come to the TM Raja speech. There was, please raise your hand and then answer because I know that people will remember this answer. Which is the hottest seller product was sold by TM Raja? Yes, ma'am.
Chewy.
Chewy. Complete.
Chewy brownie.
Yes, ma'am.
5 star.
Which one?
I want 5 star.
Okay. Whew. It's very difficult. Okay. Now come to the table topic section. There is one question was asked by Dinakaran. If you want to take one resolutions in life to bring in balance, what will be there? Your end. Yes, team Andrew has answered that. So apart from you and team Dinakaran sir will not answer this question. Okay, what is that one resolution what you have to make? Yes, sir.
Expectation management.
Yes, set a proper expectation. Yes. Sir,
your choice, whatever is left.
I always prefer white, sir. Thank you. Yes. Now again from the table topic section, please clap the answer if it is correct. Mr. Vijayarajan has mentioned that the one thing you regret in your life. Please, Vijayarajan, and then I think Narendra has raised first. Yes.
That regret, right?
Huh?
That regret.
Yes.
Not taking that spoken English class to improve his grammar.
Improve this?
To improve his grammar, English grammar.
Anybody who want to, because you are almost nearby that. Actually, Priya has raised.
Self-investment.
Self-investment?
On himself.
On himself.
For his English class or?
Yes. The answer is correct if I am wrong. Sorry, correct if I am correct. Self-investment on communication. Yes? If you want to share, you can share. Which is your preferred?
Anything.
Timer, please let me know if there is time. And come to the, again, Mr. Toastmaster Narendra has given one thing, what is the most difficult moment in your life?
Defining moment.
Raise your hand and yes.
Get to come.
Yeah, that to come. Correct. Which one you prefer, ma'am?
Very.
I didn't count who answered it multiple times. Yes. Tell me the answer. Please raise and then answer. Who is the person in this hall who was playing a video game in his childhood days? Priya has raised first. Actually, I forget the answer. Try it. I don't know.
Yes. I have the name.
Narendra has answered.
Yes, Chandran.
Yes?
Chandran.
Person next to them is also not allowed you to
I know the guest point.
No, we have to mention the name actually.
Yeah. See, even I didn't know.
Name was published in the group. I put along with the phone.
My phone is over there. I didn't see the name.
Okay, then I will disqualify this question.
You can disqualify the answer. Question is okay.
I think we are running out of time, but let me complete one more answer because this is apart from the meeting. Toastmaster Hema had recommended few points to TM Raja. Raise your hand and then answer. Yes.
Use the stage prop.
Use the stage. Okay, one.
I should tell all of them.
Little louder.
I should tell all of them.
If you remember, then you will get it. You can put it. Yes. Anybody want to try? Yes, me. Then I will come.
Be happy. Since the story is about smile, use the stage and gestures.
I know the last.
Yes, ma'am.
Boss.
Bosses.
Bosses. No, what about the conclusion? She said something
Yeah,
about
she
the
told
conclusion.
No, please.
What am I looking for? 3 points for me, right?
Sorry.
See, I was expecting minimum 3 answers, but I got only 2. If anybody want, that was released by
Conclusion should be
strong, yeah.
Yes. So, but the maximum answer was told by Harini, so you want any extra chocolate?
Yeah, sure.
Which one you
Just share it, Just share it.
Which one? Kit Kat. If you want to share, that's up to you.
Thank you.
If you want to answer this, this is again a different thing. The person TM Pramodh has spoken for how many seconds, how many minutes? If you know anyone, no timer, you are not on. Yes, Azhagiri.
1 minute 17 seconds.
1 minute?
1 minute 17 seconds.
No.
1 minute 47 seconds.
No.
1 minute.
Naren, please raise your hand.
1 minute 19 seconds.
No.
No.
1 minute 28 seconds.
No.
1 minute 21 seconds.
No.
Yes.
1 minute 93 seconds. 2 minutes 30 seconds.
No. Its answer is 1 minute 12 seconds. So I know that it's really difficult, but yes.
It's the closest.
To be really close.
Closest, yes. Adhira on that. Closest person. Adhira, you can get the chocolate.
Rapper. Closest to a rapper.
I will take out wrapper and give the chocolate to you. And final question, yes, I agree. Final question is that DTM Thomaser has given few recommendations. If you want to answer, please raise your hand.
How many should we have?
Minimum 3. Minimum 2. 2.
I raise my hand.
Keep simple sentence. Keep simple sentences.
Yes, 1. Anybody have 2 answers? Now you got 2.
No, I already raised my hand.
Shall I?
Sir, on the raise your hand first. Yes.
He said finish one thought and then go to the next thought.
1.
And one more thing was.
One more thing was what
He said.
They can get, you can share. I will put it on. Yes, you can share with.
I already got one.
This is also counted. Yes. And final questions. Final question. Who are the person? Please raise your hand and answer it. Who are the person who have used the word of the day? First, Pramodh have raised them.
Praveena and Suganthi.
Yes. Right. And may I know who is having more wrapper? This is final chocolate. Who has got more chocolate? Please show your wrappers and get this chocolate.
Oh.
Or chocolate or wrapper, whatever.
Naren.
2. You have 2? Okay. And then final chocolate goes to you. You got maximum answer. Thank you so much. I hope that I will try to engage somebody, people around you. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Alright, let's give it up for our generous surprise guest. Alright, let me again bring back my aspiring leader, PepsiCo past CEO Indra Nugi. She says that in life, at the end of the day, we have to treat ourselves as human beings. We are not machines. So burnout is real. Take care of yourself. Achieving balance is definitely not a one-time activity. It is a skill that we learn as we progress. So wishing you all a realistically balanced life. With that said, let me invite our presiding officer, Toastmaster Azhagirisamy, back on stage.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi P. I would like to thank EXCA team to arrange this meeting because most of them attended AA contest today morning and they are here also. Thank you, kudos to all of you. Thank you for all the role players for making this meeting wonderful. Can we have Chandran? Please explain.
Suggestion?
Session.
I wish I had observed a little better. But so far, I think, it's been a very organized session, given how experienced this specific club is. I remember, if I'm right, this is probably the 852nd meeting?
Yes.
So clearly, you guys know what you're doing. I think that's something I should really appreciate. what else do I say? That's what has really, like caught my attention, how organized the session has been. I am not, I don't know all the background workings just yet because I'm still a guest. Hopefully that will change in the near future. But there's a lot of presence today. So I think that is, it goes to show it's a very successful meeting today when compared to the last one. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, I'm sorry.
What is your takeaway?
My takeaway? What am I supposed to answer? What should a takeaway be?
Yes, to be honest.
Either all of these were takeaways. I don't have a specific takeaway, so yeah. Thank you.
I would like to upgrade Toastmaster Anish Verma. He's playing first time TMoD. I wanted to appreciate myself. I'm also playing first time. Okay, I wanted to announce about area contest winners which happened today morning from our Medley Club. As usual, we rocked it today. Jayashri got first place. Bharat got second place in evaluation contest. Vijayarajan got second place. Kumar got third place in human contest. Congratulations to everyone, and we wish you all the best for the next contest. Time to announce winners for today. For table topic speaker, Toastmaster Vijayarajan. Best evaluated, Toastmaster Hema. Best role player, Distinguished Toastmaster Suganthi P. Best tag player, Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. Best speaker, Toastmaster Harini. Thank you all once again. We have, with this sound of gavel, I adjourn meeting number 852 officially. Please join for tea and snacks. Thank you all. Your crowd is coming in.